Have a look at this. You can get rid of me, no point seeing my face here. Have a look at this. Uniformed ISI officers, uniformed Pakistani army officers standing next to terrorist leaders at a funeral of dead terrorists whom they have officially declared as martyrs. Now, if you wanted to graphically and visually watch that when you kill a terrorist in Pakistan, the Pakistani flag is draped over their coffin, they are called martyrs, and in full uniform they come and stand shoulder and shoulder, and then they say, we know nothing about Osama, we know nothing about Qasab, we had no idea what happened in Pahalgam, nothing, we have no clue, we are all clueless, bumbling idiots. And then you see this and you get a clear indication. This is by definition, when you drape somebody in your country's flag, you are giving them the highest honor. When senior people from the establishment come to lay flower wreaths at their coffins, they have been given the highest honor. And now we leave it to judge for ourselves, for people who are watching this broadcast anywhere in the world, what exactly is going on. Let me get Brigadier Jamwal into this conversation. Brigadier Jamwal, you seem to be en route somewhere, but I'm hoping we can hear you. Here you have it, sir. Now, what of course makes one wonder is that everybody knows this is not a secret, but these guys are really now bearing it on their chest. Yes, we are a terrorist state and we are proud of it. Why?
You see, Pakistan has got itself into some kind of a major, major shit, one can call. Mullah Munir started with a purpose. The purpose was very clear. The whole country was going against him, dissension within his own army. So he wanted a rallying point. The best way, do something with India, the country will rally behind him. Unfortunately, that has not, for him, unfortunately, it has not happened. There are still dissenting voices within the military, within the political establishment, and worst of all, even the religious establishment of this thing. We all heard that Maulana of Lal Masjid speaking and telling people this is not a fight between Hindu Muslim, or it's just a fight between Pakistan army. He's saying it is not our army. No, those kind of things. Now, in the future, but since it has not happened, I suspect that there would be further retaliation from Pakistan, because yesterday, they have further lost face with all the missiles, drones being neutralized by us.
Let me rephrase that. There might be a further attempt, but with every failed further attempt, the ability to do the retaliation starts seceding. Now, I just want to just touch base with you on just a thought, sir, over here. Now, what do you think has happened? What I suspect has happened is that the terrorists have also been told, who have been surprised because they never thought that Bahawalpur and Britke would ever be hit. Okay, this is where the highest commanders, their ideologues, they live with their with their families. This is where they do their training. They have resort like homes with large compounds and bagichas in these places. These guys have told, it looks to me, the Pakistani army that you better now do something to acknowledge the fact that this has happened. I think the terrorists are down the Pakistani army throat as well, because at a time when the world is watching you, especially watching you, why would you want to take these photographs and hold a public funeral like this? So I think there's a lot of pressure on the Pakistani army. So what do you make of it?
Absolutely, there will be a lot of pressure. In fact, that's why I said, he's got himself into the jumbo. He doesn't know actually what to do. So a person, and he's desperate for a face saving. He's desperate for a face saving. and with the airstrike, with the missile thing not working out, they may change tactics. No, that's what another guy in his place probably would do. Change tactics. No, what is at their disposal? They have only these jihadi elements. What else is there with them? You see, last 30, 40 years, Pakistan has perfected only few technologies. One of them is tunneling, underground tunneling. In fact, they are the ones who supplied this technology to Hamas. They are the ones who supplied this technology in Pakistani engineering colleges. It's a very major subject. If you have come across some Pakistani engineer officers, they tell you in every of their course, there is a component of tunnel technology. Now, last 30 years, we have discovered a few. We have discovered and we keep destroying them. But from Gujarat to Punjab, how many of these for such a day have been kept well hidden? I mean, it is very easy. You dig a tunnel, and make a mazar over it on our side, and it is all covered up. Nobody will dig under a mazar. I mean, a whole lot of them right from Gujarat. Today, they may have, if in case they have built such an infrastructure, that would give them a capability to carry out large-scale infiltration. For large-scale means, firstly, it will get, from their point of view, get all these guys who are at the throat. Okay, we are giving you an opportunity. Go and do whatever you want in India. I mean, there is a possibility. So we have to have total extra vigil on the border. Extra vigil on the border.
This sequence of giving a state funeral to terrorists, the other obvious issue is even this, okay, if you show it in London and Washington, कि सर ये देखिए, this is the ISI, this is the Pakistani army, these are the Pak Rangers, this is General so and so, this is General so and so, the person who has died is terrorist so and so, this is Maulana so and so who's the terrorist ideologue. Their coffins are covered in the Pakistani flag, but they'll say, yes, but yeah, okay, blah blah blah, okay. So while this needs to be communicated, if this is going to be more than stating the obvious, that doesn't actually change the situation on the ground, probably not, but it needs to be communicated. State funeral for a Pakistani terrorist by the Pakistani ISI, the army, standing shoulder to shoulder with other terrorists, calling them martyrs, placing wreaths on their caskets which are covered in Pakistani flags. At some point of time, you go away from plausible deniability that that ship has sailed. Okay, I think Brigadier wants to come in. Brigadier, go ahead, make a point. Then I want to get Captain Bansal also in, please. Brigadier, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, these terrorist camps were virtually functioning as cantonments. They were actually functioning as cantonments. You think all this so-called Five Eyes and this eye, they don't know about it. It is not that they were doing any of these things in hiding. They have, all these guys have kept quiet on it. So Pakistan has got immune, you must understand. They have got immune. He says, okay, the world doesn't say anything about it. World will always be with the winner. We cannot fight this war depending on that, okay, US will come to our aid, so and so will come. Nobody's coming to our aid. Maximum will be words. We have to go on this on our own steam. Maybe one odd. I mean, you get some support from Israel because we are almost in the same boat, and they could be next type this thing. But apart from that, you will find words coming. You will find word, nothing more than the words. So it should be very clear. We are getting into this fight, and I'm sure it has been calculated. It has been calculated. I mean, our own steam is good enough to sort them out, which we are doing. But what I was telling you was these other options. We have to block these options also. Kill them before they start. Kill them before they start.
Okay, let's take it a step at a time. Lots of developments are floating in from all over the world. You're watching statements that have been made over the course of the past 12 hours at the bottom of your screens. More are coming in with every minute that passes. As we speak, more meetings are going on in pretty much every district as we are putting puzzle pieces together. We are heading in to 7:30 Indian Standard Time. It's about 7 o'clock Pakistani Standard Time. We head into another night and potentially a night of action or not. We don't know. Let me get Captain Bansal here. Captain Bansal, let me just take your thoughts on what actually has happened in the larger scheme of things, where we now know that the Pakistanis yesterday tried to use either missile or drone systems to target 16 sites, almost all of them of the Indian Air Force, all the way from Jammu and Kashmir right down to Bhuj in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and 10 sites in Punjab. This, of course, qualifies as an escalation. We've hit back. What next?
See, what Pakistan has done is actually been a page from what they tried to do in 1960.